Hello everyone, Daisy here with my first layout for the Cardstock warehouse design team. Here is all of the papers I used and then some of the tools that you may need to make this layout. So what I started with was 4 different colors here, and I cut them in different rectangular shapes. So they're all 2.5 inches wide, and then the one on top it goes 5 inches and then 6 inches and then 7 inches and then 8 inches. So just rectangles. And I decided to use this 8-inch doily here for kind of the bottom of my cake. So what I did is I used my silhouette and just a cut file with different size circles on it. You can make it easily yourself. You can find one online. It's just a bunch of different circles. And I cut out a whole bunch of confetti. And I actually used 5 different colors because I did use purple as well for like the frosting of my cake here, or the confetti part. And then I am just using some hot glue to stick all of this confetti down. Now if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can do what I'm doing here, and I'm just using a simple hole punch and some other paper punches. I'm doing some different sized hearts to mix in the confetti, and because I didn't quite cut enough with my silhouette, I am just using scraps of paper and just cutting out or punching out some more circles, just to make sure that I have enough. And I was trying to do this with regular glue and figured out very quickly it wasn't going to work. So then I decided to use hot glue, which, disclaimer, you are going to burn your fingers this way. So if you have sensitive fingers, you might want to wear a glove of some sort, because I kept sticking my finger right in the hot glue. And all I'm doing is I'm putting down the hot glue, and then I'm pushing the confetti down in it, and then I'm shaking the layout around to see where the loose pieces are, and trying to knock off anything that's going to fall off so that I can re-adhere it. So you can see I kind of tap it around a couple of different ways here just to make sure that it's really going to stay on when it gets into my album. And then I'm going to go through and kind of fill in some of the bare areas, and I'm also going to pull out some glue dots here in a second, and these are just the small glue dots, and these are available on the Cardstock Warehouse website as well. And I'm just going to use them to fill in a couple of holes and to cover up any areas where the hot glue is showing through, because there was a couple of spots where the confetti must not have stuck. So here you can see I'm not being very gentle because I want to make sure that this is really stuck down well. So just kind of running my fingers over it. And for my cake stand, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do because I didn't want to add anything else that like brightly colored here. So I am drawing or sketching out a cake stand, and I wanted to pull in that purple color somehow. So I decided what I'm going to do, as soon as I'm happy with my sketching here, is I am going to pierce a bunch of holes I just use like a pin to do this, and then I'm going to use some purple embroidery floss and just stitch in my cake stand. And I'm not going to make you watch me do that because it didn't take very long, just a few minutes, but it's not very exciting to watch. So here you can see the cake stand, and I love the way the doily looks on that. And then I have this photo of my daughter's 8th birthday, and it's when they were eating cake. They're all wearing swimsuits because we had a sprinkler birthday, and yeah, so all the bright colors are in the picture, and so it went really well with this layout. I'm just pulling out these foam thickers for my title, and it's just going to be Happy Birthday Evie. And since there was some dark in the photo, I thought that this would be really well, and plus it really pops off the bright colors of the cardstock that I used, so it was a really perfect choice, I felt like. And then I am going to map my photo on a couple of papers. I'm going to use the purple so I can pull in the purple in another way as well. And then behind that I'm going to put some of the yellow paper just to make it stand out more off of the colors of the cake. And this cardstock is fantastic. It's like the 100-pound cardstock, and it cuts so well. There is a cutting machine guide on the blog, so if you are not sure, you know, what settings your machine should be at for the different kind of cardstock, there is settings available. But it punched super well, and it's smooth cardstock, and it's really sturdy, and I really enjoyed working with it. Here you can see I'm just playing around with what else I could put behind my photo. I was thinking about using the rest of that doily, but it just didn't work. So here I'm deciding on the yellow, and I did put some fun foam in there to give it a little bit of dimension. And I'm just cutting this down. And that's going to be pretty much my layout. I do add some journaling down underneath where it says Evie in that pink area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I want to thank you so much for watching. You should definitely head on over and check out the Cardstock Warehouse website and make a purchase. I highly recommend the Pop Tone collection. That's where all of these came from, all of these papers. They're so bright and fun. And happy, and I do have another project coming up soon on my channel using the same cardstock, kind of the leftover scraps, so you should head on over there as well and check that out. Here I'm just using a piece of my scrap cardstock and drawing my lines, and I'm going to add my journaling. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!